Gematria with the Gematria with another video. I wanted to make this video a couple of days ago, but I found it hard to find the time. But this is what I wanted to focus on. Boris Johnson telling everyone to get boosted now. This slogan is everywhere, as you see here. I don't know why the colours are red and yellow, really. It just makes me think of China, kind of. I suppose it's an emergency. But here you see Boris. He stood in front of that sign saying, "Get boosted now." It's a slogan, and there's a reason for that, as I'm going to show you right now. So here is a quote from Sunday, and really I want to focus on this part. Here he goes: "Let's get boosted now. Get boosted now for yourself, for your friends and our family. Get boosted now to protect jobs and livelihoods across this country. Get boosted now to protect our NHS, our freedoms and our way of life." So he's repeated that 4 times there, and I actually watched this live on TV when he said, get boosted now, and it was like he was really brainwashing people. And I mean, that's what he's doing, but the way he said it was really weird. Almost like he was hypnotizing people. But here is why he was saying it. As you see, get boosted now, 56. Like the Society of Jesus. Get boosted now also equals 187. Like the Society of Jesus. And as we know, COVID vaccine, coronavirus, both equal 56. Get boosted now, Society of Jesus equal 56 in the same cipher. And that it's just really strange. And I'm going to move on because there's another ritual. This was Sunday, I believe. Boris Johnson warned of a tidal wave of Omicron, and multiple articles here. Tidal wave. They're really focusing on tidal wave during the time of climate change, the decade of climate change, all of that. But here we go. Prime Minister says a tidal wave of Omicron is coming. And here is why he said that. A tidal wave of Omicron is coming equals 155, like coronavirus. Now notice, tidal wave was in quotes, as well as a tidal wave of Omicron is coming. The reason for that is that tidal wave equals 56, and as we've seen, coronavirus, COVID vaccine, Society of Jesus, get boosted now, it all equals 56. And the guy Boris Johnson was 56 years old during the start of the pandemic, brought out a 56-page winter plan on how to deal with COVID, locked England down on November 5th, the day leaving 56 days in the year. November 5th, a huge date for the Jesuits, and it's just crazy, man. I'm going to move on here to this thing here. This was on Sunday, I believe. The booster operation. 42 military planning teams will be deployed to every region of the UK. Exactly 42. And the reason for that is that vaccine equals 42, as does Jesuit, as does the newest variant, Omicron, as does Delta, obviously a very important variant in all of this, the strongest strain, I believe. And we're going to move on here and look at some other 42s. 10 equals 42. Boris Johnson obviously resides at 10 Downing Street, and if you look at 10 Downing Street, it has that Jesuit logo. I'm sure everyone in the Gematria community is already aware of this, but it's one of those things that I look at and I'm like, wow, the logo's on the goddamn door. Nobody even seems to notice. Nobody, your regular person, they'd have no idea what that logo is either. It's strange, and it's in your face, but you do not notice it. You only notice, the little pattern here. You don't actually notice the staining on the glass. But notice Downing equals 86 and 103, like Jesuits. And the Jesuit logo just happens to be on Downing Street. And 10 Downing Street, 10 equals 42, like vaccine, like Jesuit, Omicron, all this bullcrap. Another thing I noticed just the other day, not really too relevant to the story, although I do suppose it is, because we are being told to now work at home if possible, and that's obviously a huge thing during a pandemic. Work from home equals 70 and 56, like coronavirus and COVID vaccines. Granted, a little difference, because there's a little difference in the ciphers, but still very weird. And I'm just gonna show you here. Sajid Javid, he came out and said something. He's the health secretary, for anyone who doesn't know. He said, realistically, I think there's a high chance that my original Christmas plans with my family are going to be interrupted. I hope it's not completely, but we shall see. Basically, it's almost like they're hinting at a lockdown before Christmas. Today is it's 1 a.m. on the 16th of December. Yesterday was the 15th of December, and we had a record amount of cases. I believe so. A record amount of cases throughout the entire pandemic. So it kind of shows how well these vaccines have done at stopping the spread. Okay, granted, they stopped the deaths a bit, but they're not stopping the spread. And I don't think they're going to do too much here to stop the spread of Omicron. But he's hinting that Christmas might not go ahead. Now let's have a little look at this. Xmas, okay, granted, I've used the abbreviation, but I have made videos on, articles where they've referred to Christmas as Xmas, and it seems like they've done it because it fits in with the ritual. It matches vaccine. And when we write Christmas in the UK, a lot of us, especially if we're texting, it'll be Xmas rather than Christmas. Xmas and vaccine, both 57. England 57, in the same cipher. Crazy stuff. And one last thing, slow the spread, a thing they've loved to say throughout the pandemic. Help slow the spread. That equals 57. It's in a different cipher. But yeah, crazy things going on right now. Crazy times. And, I can only wish everyone the best. Anyone who's watching this video, I know not many people watch my videos, but I hope you have a good Christmas. And, I hope next year can be a better year. Personally, I'm not very optimistic, but we need to try and not be so negative. But at the same time, what's going on is crazy. It's in our faces. It's hard for us to ignore when we do have this knowledge. And I suppose you just have to try and be a balanced individual about it. But yeah, another decode, and feel free to check out my older videos, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Peace.